If you're slaving hard alone or relaxing, if you're working in a noisy factory, no matter how it score, when the clock strikes 4, everything stops for tea. Everything stops for tea.
We love tea, don't we, Professor?
Is that the time?
I'm afraid so.
Well, how lovely to see you again.
It's tea time.
Well, it's nearly tea time. I'm just choosing which of my teapots I'll use today. Now, we time travellers love a cup of tea.
It keeps us going, doesn't it?
It keeps us going. And when it's time for tea,
Yes.
which is always time for tea, we like to use the finest of English design.
Indeed.
And we're going to talk a little bit about English design today. So we've got some of my collection of different tea time appurtenances, tea time equipment. Now the English love tea, which is strange because tea doesn't grow in England, but it came from all parts of our empire. Marvellous. The empire on which the sun never sets.
It's a long way to come.
Yes, if you're going to invade us, it certainly is. Good luck with that. But here we are. Now, I want to just have a look at these. This one, let me say that this one first. Move my spyglass. Now this one is one that I use in the Nautilus, my time machine. And if I come to visit your school, I'll arrive in the Nautilus, and who knows when I will have come from.
Indeed.
But this is my workaday one, and as you can see, it's had a lot of service, like me.
Yes.
It was made in 1932, and it's still functioning perfectly, like me.
Good design.
Marvellous. We're both held together with tea, you know. But I want to just show you these because these are not like just ordinary teapots. If I bring this round like this one, let's have a look. Underneath here, it's called the Heat Master.
Ooh.
And this is a wonderful design. The best of English design, really. If I show you this, it's got secrets. It looks, on the outside of it, like an ordinary teapot.
Yes.
And in fact it is. It's a 1920s, 1930s design. Wonderful thing. It used the same technology as was used to make the Spitfire.
Oh.
The wonderful fighter that kept the Luftwaffe at bay.
Yes.
In the Great Battle of Britain, which you can read about. Now, if I open this, it doesn't open by lifting the lid off.
Oh.
Like this one, this is a coffee pot, it doesn't open by lifting the lid off. You can use it as a teapot as well. You've got a little catch just here. Can you see that?
We can.
If I press this little button, listen,
Oh.
it pops open.
Yes.
And then if I open it like this, you can see that inside resides the teapot. If I take the teapot out, you can see there's a normal teapot, but this is the magical bit. Now this makes the Heat Master, or the Pearl Cozy Pot, into something very special.
Is it lined?
It's lined with wool, English wool, felted to make it into a heat-proof membrane.
Gosh, that's clever.
Yeah, the pressings here are made of brass, and these have been chromium plated so they don't rust or, don't have verdigris on them. And you look these up, Pearl Cozy Pot, Heat Master, these sort of things.
Yes.
They're old names that were given to these, and they work. If I take this again, and well, this is just an ordinary teapot. And you couldn't hold the teapot like that. It'd scald you, it'd burn you badly because it's full of boiling water. Careful. But if we put the teapot inside its case, like this, if
Yes.
we've got it the right way around, yes we have. We pop that in there. Let's just check that, hang on. Let's just check that, so I might have got it the wrong way around. I don't think I have I? I have.
Oh, Professor.
Silly, foolish professor. I need a cup of tea.
You do. You need your tea, don't you?
So we make the tea ordinarily. We put, obviously it's loose leaf tea. We don't have
course.
any of that tea bag nonsense.
Oh, nonsense.
Good heavens, no. That's not real tea. But then we make the tea as normal, and then we close the tea cosy, which keeps it hot and brews it beautifully. Actually, it works so well that you can hold it just like that. And it doesn't scald you. It's brilliant, really.
That is wonderful, isn't
They're
it?
a wonderful design.
It actually looks very stable as well.
Well, you've got 3 feet on the bottom. Sorry, 3 feet on the bottom. I wave it about.
You do. You're getting so excited about your tea, don't you, Professor?
I'm always excited at tea time. Most awfully sorry, fairy wife camera person.
You're making me shake now.
Sorry, don't shake.
No.
Don't shake with laughter.
No,
Stop laughing at once.
I will.
It's got 3 feet underneath, so it will always stand stable.
That's great.
Any surface, it can be a bit... Also, you don't need a teapot stand.
Yeah, that's true.
And it won't leave a hot ring on a table.
Yeah.
Let's just have a look at these. So it's got a top there, that's just holding, it's quite heavy when it's full of tea.
Yes.
And it just makes it more convenient. Lovely little design, little rose, or this one's actually got a little coat of arms on the top.
Well, how absolutely
Obviously of some tea planter in the Far East.
Absolutely super.
Now, let's put that one over there, and we'll bring this one on. Teapots and coffee pots.
Oh, that's quite elegant, isn't it?
Again, it says underneath here that it's a heat master,
yes,
made in England, registered design, and it's all about the design, really. They're old, they've seen some use, but if you're lucky you can find them. Look on eBay. But when you open it, you see, there's the lining inside.
Yes.
Again, it's this felt lining, and it's fixed in there so it won't drop out. And there's your teapot, coffee pot in this case.
It's wonderful.
And it's beautifully lined and cosy.
Lovely fluting. It's so...
gatherings, and fluting like that. It's part of the design.
How does it pour, Professor? Because
they always pour well.
So they don't drip or anything?
No, they never drip. They're perfect English design at its best. And this piece is not plastic, it's made of pre-plastic plastic. The base there is made of Bakelite.
Oh yes, of course.
It's a little more brittle than plastic, and this one has been broken. Someone's either dropped it.
Yes,
but you can repair them, you can get them repaired. And
such a pretty set.
Well, it's a wonderful thing because to me, it doesn't matter if it's a little bit damaged. I'm a little bit damaged by time myself.
Well, you've worn well, Professor.
When you've knocked about a bit, as I have.
Yes.
But they still work perfectly.
Well, how wonderful.
And so these are the Heat Masters and the Pearl Cosy Pots. They come with, I don't know, little cream jugs. This is for a coffee set, you see. Again, you've got a little cream jug here.
Yes.
There's the jug there, it fits in there. Because it doesn't need to be kept hot, there's a lid on there as well, you see. It doesn't need to be kept hot because it's, for cream, it doesn't need to be kept hot.
Yes.
There's a little hot water pot here.
That's a dear little thing.
You take the top off like that.
Yes.
And that's where you put your hot water to refresh your coffee pot, or to pour a little extra.
Well, how lovely.
Wrong way round, of course.
Professor.
Steady, Professor.
You're desperate for a cup of tea, aren't you, my dear?
I'm shaking with tea withdrawal.
We better let you go and have a cup of tea then.
Tea is a very powerful drug and lifts one's spirits.
It does.
So remember, if you're slaving hard alone or relaxing, or if you're working in a noisy factory, no matter what the score, when the clock strikes 4, everything stops for tea. Tea for me.
Well, enjoy it, Professor.
Thank you. I hope you'll join me for a cup.
Oh, I will.
How marvellous. Bye for now. Have fun with history.